Hey guys, it's Gretchen. I'm back today with another art journaling video. Today I wanted to show you a couple really quick ways to do backgrounds. I apologize for my dogs in here. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. They're very needy right now and they're whining to go chase a cat. So if you hear them, I'm sorry. Okay, so in my journals, and I'm sure you guys have seen if you follow me before, that I like to put some color on the background before, before I do my writing and put pictures down or any ephemera and things like that. So I want to show you guys how to do that really quickly and easily with just a couple supplies. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways of doing it. And then in your journals, you can put some color on the background. The first thing we're going to use is Distress Stain from Tim Holtz. These come in a ton of different colors. They dry really quickly, they are translucent, and they're really easy to use. I've got a ton of colors, so I'm just going to use a couple of them for right now. It's very simple. Just unscrew the cap. There's a little felt tip dauber on the end of it, and then you just push that felt tip on the page and apply the color to your page. So I don't really have like a system or the way that I do this. I just put paint down and whatever I feel like looks good, we're gonna go with that. And it doesn't really matter. I'm putting this on 32-pound paper, so you can kind of see what that looks like. I use a 32-pound paper in my traveler's notebook because it is thin, but it's smooth, so it holds pretty well. So then I'm just gonna take another color. This is Picked Raspberry. I'm going to try not to touch it to the color that I've already done because it's not dry technically yet and it could mess up my dauber, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more color here and there. That pink is much brighter than that cracked pistachio that I used before. Yes, doggy, I know you want to go chase the cat. So that's about all I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna dry it for a second and then I'll go on to show you another one. See, all done. So the next one we're going to do is just simply watercolors. I've got a Winsor Newton travel set here, and where's my brush? No, I can never find a brush. Basically I've already sprayed my watercolor with a little bit of water to kind of get the juices flowing and things like that. That helps a lot with getting more pigment and color out of the watercolor. So I'm just going to pick a color and just start applying it to the page. I don't know why I picked purple this time, but that's what's gonna work for right now. And some over here. Just wherever you want on the page. It's not going to be really anything that stands out a whole lot, but it's just nicer than, well, I like it better than just having black writing on a white page. I really like putting color on my page. Let's spread that out a little bit more, and I do like to flick it off the page a little bit. I think I need another color. What color? Yellow. Just a little bit more. Ooh, that yellow's bright. Hoss, you guys still hear my dog? He's crazy. Hoss, go lay down or go to bed. Hush, you're not going outside. It's freezing outside. He wants to go out there and chase a cat. No, thank you. So I think that's all. Oh, I think I need a little bit. A little bit. I try to spread the color out a little bit on the page. Yep, I'm good with that. So you just get a really light wash of color. I'll still be able to see the writing over it and put other pieces of ephemera and things like that, but it's a nice background. So I'm gonna dry this and then we'll go on to the third one. Okay, so the next one, we're going to use Gelatos. This one is a little bit more messy and crazy and water and things like that, but it's still super easy and anybody can do it. We are going to use, let me see, kind of like this crazy green color. These are Faber-Castell gelatos. You can find them at any craft store basically, and they're kind of like a watercolor in a stick. They are water soluble, and I'll show you my alarms, how really cool they are on the paper. So I'm gonna put my notebook or my journal away for a second. I've got a craft mat underneath my workspace, and this is going to work really well. So basically what I'm just gonna do is take the gelato and smear it on my craft mat. Just rub it around, get some good color on there. And then I'm gonna take my second color, which you can use this for one color, two colors, doesn't really matter, and just put it here and there on my craft mat. So then I need a bottle of water, or bottle with water, and I'm just going to spritz the page and let that sit for a second so it can get its juices going, because this is water soluble, so it will kind of start to meld together. And I can see some chunky spaces in here, so I'm just gonna rub them out a little bit because I don't really like the chunky pieces of the gelato on my page. That one's a really chunky piece. Baby wipes are always good for that. Then all we're gonna do is take our journal, flip it, stick it on that, gonna twist it around just a little bit, and then lift it back up. Isn't that cool? I love this technique. You really never know what you're gonna get with it, so it's kind of a surprise every time. And I used this ocean blue color and then a kind of yellow green, so it kind of mixed here and there and made a teal, and it's really cool. So I didn't get much here, so I'm gonna stick it back down again. And you can use what's on the craft mat several times and several different pages, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna turn the page and wiggle it around a little bit, get some more on there. Isn't that cool? Ooh. Super simple. So I don't think I want that color for very much longer. I'm gonna use a baby wipe and clean my craft mat. And there we go. And I'm gonna dry this up real quick, and then I'll come right back and show you a little bonus piece. Okay, so now that that's all dry, I'm going to show you a little bit something different. It's kind of fun. Let's see which page. I can't decide which page. This page. This page, this pink ended up being really bright, and it's a little bit hard on my eyes. So I'm going to cover it up with something that's going to mute that color back down a little bit. I need to find my spatula. There it is. Okay. So what we're gonna do is use a spatula, a stencil. This is a stencil from Dylusions. Let's see. Dylusions, they're made by Ranger. I got this at a shop in Florida, but I'm sure that Michaels sells these kinds of things. And we're going to use some modeling paste. This modeling paste is super soft. It's not the really thick kind, but it works really cool to kind of mute things back and works with the stencil. So what I'm gonna do is just place this stencil down. I'm going to put a little bit of the modeling paste on my craft mat. I love craft mat. I mean, it's kind of like a big palette for me. So we're gonna stick that on there, grab a little bit of the modeling paste, and then just smear it over. My pages are kind of lumpy, so this is a little bit tricky. And I don't really care if it gets all the way inside the stencil. I'm not too concerned about that. I just want some kind of texture on there and push that pink back a little bit. So I pushed it through, lift the stencil, and look at that. Isn't that really cool? Super cool. I think I need more modeling paste, guys. You can always put more out on the craft mat. It's really hard to put it back in the bottle. So turn this around. I don't even know which side I used on this stencil. You can also do this with a gift card. I just happen to have my spatula, so I'm going to use that and reserve my gift card for smearing paint. So trying to get a good bit on there. And this modeling paste takes a little bit longer to dry. They say you're not supposed to heat it, but I usually do because I'm impatient and I don't care if it gets that little popcorn look on it. So kind of cool, kind of some texture. When this dries, I won't be able to write over it, but it's not usually something I'm super concerned about. Where did my baby wipe go? Ah, there it is. Clean your tools, clean your tools. So I'm going to set this aside and let it dry, and then I will add some stuff and journal over it later in another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I will leave links below to everything that I use and hopefully you'll be able to find it. And if you like what you saw, like and subscribe and you'll see more videos in the future. So get out there, get some color in your journals and record your memories. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.